which is a family of grapes that was once incredibly popular in the 1970s and 80s. Today, I'll be discussing a blend of Italian red grapes, and that is Valpolicella. So, why am I doing these videos? Well, the majority of you have probably heard of some of these varietals: Cabernet Sauvignon, Chardonnay, Riesling, and Moscato. I, however, would like to introduce you to grapes that you've probably never heard of. At the beginning of each video, I will remind you of a few things. First and foremost, anyone can learn how to smell and taste wine. Your sensations of taste and smell are determined by chemicals that are in food and drink. So when we say we're smelling rhubarb or we're tasting dark chocolate, we're not making this up. With time, you can train yourself to seek out individual smells. All you have to do is just swirl your glass, close your eyes, and think about what you're smelling or tasting. And this will help you analyze wine. So I'll keep bringing up several terms that I'll define at the beginning of each video. You already know whether a wine is dry or sweet. Body is the mouthfeel you have when you taste the wine. It's analogous to milk. If it feels like whole milk, it's full-bodied. If it's skim milk, it's light-bodied. And if it's 2%, it's medium-bodied. Tannin is the astringency you feel in your mouth that some wines have. It makes your tongue feel like it's sticking to the side of your teeth or to the roof of your mouth. Acidity is how watery your mouth feels after swallowing. The more watery, the higher the acidity, and all wines are acidic. Alcohol outside of the label can also be guessed by how much the wine burns at the top of your throat when it goes down. Okay, so on to the blend. Grapes used in the Valpolicella blend grow in the Valpolicella region of northeast Italy near Verona. So, looking at our main map of Italy, we have you in this region right here. And if you want to get even more specific, the region in reference is very close to Verona, just a little north and east of it. So that's the Valpolicella region. So the primary grapes used in the blend are Corvina, Corvinone, Molinara, and Rondinella. Again, I probably butchered those words. So this blend is the second most productive wine behind the much more famous region of Chianti. Not surprisingly, there is a classification system for the Valpolicella blend. They are based on both the grapes that are being used and the methods that produce the blend. There's Valpolicella Classico, which is the lowest level, followed by Valpolicella Superior, Valpolicella Superior Ripasso, and Valpolicella Amare della Valpolicella, which is like really high end. And then there is also the dessert blend called Riccio della Valpolicella. I'm pretty sure I botched that one up somehow. So, the wine in this region has been made since the days of the ancient Greeks when they colonized the area. The word Valpolicella did not appear on maps until the mid-1100s. Now, as many people know, Venice, which wasn't that far away from the region of Verona, was a very popular city of trade during the Middle Ages and through the Renaissance. Verona was included in this city-state. The production and selling of Valpolicella was a huge part of Venice's economy. The Venetian economy took a hard hit in the 15th and 16th centuries when they struggled with the Ottoman Turks, who blocked off several of their trade routes. And like most European wine regions, the phylloxera epidemic hit the area hard in the 19th century. Now, the 1980s and the 1990s saw a massive increase in demand for Valpolicella wine. The U.S. went from importing over 520,000 gallons of Valpolicella in 1972 to 3.9 million gallons in the year of 2000. So what can you expect from Valpolicella? Well, it's primarily a medium-bodied red wine, although, like I said, it can also be made in dessert wine. Valpolicella's sweetness varies from very dry to semi-dry. It has a medium light level of tannin. Valpolicella is very acidic and has a medium level of alcohol. The wine is meant to be drunk in a red wine glass, should you have one. Valpolicella should be served between 55 to 60 degrees, which is known as cellar temperature. Should you have the patience, Valpolicella can be stored anywhere from 5 to 25 years. You can spend around $30 for a good bottle of Valpolicella wine, which is, I will freely admit, is by and large out of most people's price range, including my own. So if you're looking for on a special occasion Italian wine, this might be one worth investing in. So what are the smells and tastes you can expect from Valpolicella? Tart cherry, cinnamon, chocolate, green peppercorn, and almond. Pair it with roasted chicken, burgers, or even a steak for a fantastic experience. If you want a pricey Italian red blend, give Valpolicella a try. Anyway, this is Mark, your Madison Cork Dork. Join me tomorrow at 3 o'clock when I will discuss a grape that's associated with both France and Spain, and I'll be using that to set up a different red blend that'll be going over in a few days from now. Anyways, thank you very much for watching.